What's up, guys? Just want to bring the latest from Connect, from Jim Bunch. Before the cruise, they're going to a cruise now the coming days. Many things will be announced on the cruise, but Jim was talking about the AI, the Blockbot AI. If you have a Win node, will have a Blockbot that you can feed whatever you want to, that can get to know you even better, can be your personal assistant, and it's decentralized, of course, so nobody will be able to spy on you or sell your data to a third party. But listen to Jim has to say here in this 8-minute clip, and see you on the other side. I'm really excited, and after this 10-minute video you will also be very excited, I promise you that.
What if for the next 60 days we didn't charge anyone anything? What if we turn this on in the next 24 to 48 hours? What if we gave people this technology? What if we asked our community to help us test it, help us improve it, help us share it, help us teach everybody how to use this technology? What if we could get this technology into the hands of every single person and get them to start mining and getting rewards and understanding what blockchain plus AI is? What if we could get them to start sharing it? Could we get 10 more people? Could we get 100 more people? How many of you think we could get 1,000 people or 10,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 people? What if we could get 1 million people to play with the world's first blockchain AI robot that rewards you for learning how to improve your life, for learning how to make your business better? What's the goal we're going to go for? You see, we as a community get to set these goals. We as a community get to achieve these goals. We as a community get to benefit from what happens when you have 1 million people who are exposed to the world's first AI blockchain robot that are part of a community that's learning and growing and improving it. And we thought, we think that might run. So here's what we've decided to do. For the next 60-ish days, from now until the Las Vegas event, for the next whatever, how many days that is, we have decided that we're going to turn on the AI. We're going to give it to you and everybody that you invite. And we're not just going to give everybody free access between now and Las Vegas. We're actually going to sweeten the pot. For every single one of you who activates your account, and for everyone you invite that activates their account and sets up their wallet and gets their KYC, because we're going to give them something, not only are you going to get rewarded, but they're going to get rewarded. You're going to get 1,000 win, and so are they. Every single person that you invite, you're going to get 1,000 win for. You invite 10 people, you've got 10,000 win. You invite 100 people, going to try to access that data first. Then if you're asking what we call the everything else questions, the World Wide Web type questions, what you see in GPT, Grok, Perplexity, it's now going to intelligently route it either to the Blockbot OS data, your data, or it'll know based on what you're asking whether it has to go out to our over 500 LLMs. We're not just giving you ChatGPT. We're not just giving you Grok. We're not just giving you Perplexity or Claude. We're giving you hundreds of LLMs and your private secure data, okay? And we're not just giving it to you, we're giving it to the world. We're giving the most powerful technology to the world. Now, what's unique to this is this feature right here. So I just clicked on the brain, and this is the brain of your digital you. This is the brain of your Blockbot operating system. And what's so cool about this is that you train your brain. You can train it by uploading files, right? You can just type content in and go, I want you to remember my top 5 favorite memories in life. Right? So number 1, my wedding. Number 2, birth of my son, right? So whatever, I could type this in. I can add memories to this. I can train my digital you, okay? So this is going to come in handy, not just for me, but if at some point, someday down the road, we as a community decide that, hey, when I leave my physical body, I've trained this thing for years or decades. It knows everything about me. It's smarter than me. It's helped me with my wealth. It's helped me with my health. It's helped me become happier. It's helped me live a values-driven life. It's helped me because we decided that by learning about me and by taking different assessments and profiles and talking to the AI, that it's actually now figured out who I am. It knows my strengths. It knows my gifts. It knows my talents. It knows my weaknesses. It knows, hey, Jim, there's a certain time of the day that you have more energy and should be doing your creative work and your vision work and you're talking to your top team. And then there's times of the day in the afternoon where you should get out in nature. You should refract or meditate for 20 minutes because you're not as creative. You're not firing. It's going to learn from my calendar. It's going to learn from my conversations. It's going to learn from the assessments and profiles. It's going to learn from every single conversation. And it's going to train my digital you to be smarter than me about me. Think about that for a minute. And if we decide as a community on our roadmap that we want to connect it to our contacts and we want to allow our digital yous to talk to each other and figure out, hey, you guys have common goals. Hey, you have common interests. You're into windsurfing. You're into taking cruises. You're into fun dinners with amazing, brilliant people, right? Whatever it is, or your kids are into sports. They play water polo or volleyball or whatever. Guess what? Our digital yous could start to connect. We could build a network of digital yous where it makes introductions based on our contacts. It can learn about each other. Okay. Now, here Doreen's going, but isn't that dangerous? Wouldn't we want to be a part of a community that controls the restrictions? Okay. It doesn't mean I have to share data. I can decide what data I want shared and not shared. See, right now, there's 30 guys that are determining that. But wouldn't we as a community want to determine what this thing can do for us? So the beautiful thing about this is it's blockchain. It's going to be open. It's going to be transparent. But you can upload files. You can imagine taking, like I have multiple companies, right? So I want to be able to take those companies like Connect, for example, and I want to upload files specific to that. I want to break those different companies into different spaces. So what's unique is not only do you have the chat and you have the blockchain over here, you have the brain. You can upload files, memories, websites. You can actually put your website in and it will go through and scrape your website like jimbunch.com and it'll learn from that, right? Eventually we'll be able to scrape your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok. It'll learn you, your contacts, your networks, right? But I can take spaces and I can put a space in there called Connect. I can put everything about Connect. If I want to build a personal brand, let's say that I bought a book or a course on building a personal brand, or better yet, I want to use my AI to scrape 100 videos by Alex Hormozi and Gary Vee on building a personal brand, or upload those transcripts. I could train my brain to help build a personal brand and content marketing strategy based on that. The uses for this are unlimited. Your ability to build your life and your business has just gone exponential. So you can add spaces. You might want one that's just for your personal family, right? You might want one that you keep memories about your vacations. You might want one that's private and personal just for whatever. You might want your nutrition in there. You might want your health data in there. You might want your financial data. I mean, here's the reality. You already have a digital you out there. You already have a digital footprint. There are 17 major companies that have gathered all the data and they all share it, right? Every one of them. The challenge is you haven't owned your data. They have. This changes that. So you build these spaces, and inside these spaces, you can create projects, just like you do in GPT, Claude, Perplexity. So we have a level above. Not only do we have a customized brain, and by the way, what's cool, you can see what's in your brain and you can delete things out of there. You can edit those things out of there, right? You can train your own brain. You can build those spaces, and underneath the spaces, you can build projects. Maybe you want your morning routine in there. You want to get it better and better. Maybe you've got stuff for your kids. Maybe you have some car stuff. Maybe you have work stuff, homework lessons, workouts, meals, whatever you want in projects that are associated to that space. Okay, so you got your master brain, then you've got your project, your spaces, then you have your projects, then you have your history of every chat you've had. Okay, and you can move these into different spaces, right? Right now, this one doesn't do it in the dev, but you can move that into a project or into a space. So you can start to sort these things, which is pretty cool. And then of course, you've got your chat. So can you see how this is not just Chat GPT? Can you see how this is a whole different AI? This is something that has way more control, way more privacy, way more power, way more access to the universe of knowledge that's out there, as well as your internal. No more sticky notes. Yeah, you could literally take a picture of your sticky notes, load it in here and say, hey, here's all my sticky notes I've ever had. I want you to remember these. All right. So if that wasn't enough, this is just in version 1. This is the MVP. We've also added in this little box called notifications. So when new people come in, we might have notifications that say, hey, you need to still sign your user agreement. Hey, you need to set up your wallet. Hey, you need to fill in the blank. Okay. So we're starting to make the user experience.
Yeah, I told you. You meant to have a digital you that know you even better than yourself. You can be able to talk to it if you have problems in your life, ask them questions. Hey, you, what do you think will be the best for me in the future? Shall I go here? Shall I work here? Shall I move here? Advice in different areas of your life. You will be able to upload things, books maybe, documents, and then you can be able to learn or teach the AI the way you want it to be. And if you want to have a health advisor, it will advise you when to eat, what to eat, how much you want to weigh, when you want to go to bedtime, or whatever. It's a personal assistant. And this is the first time ever what I know about that is decentralized AI, because most people, most companies want to have all the data in their own hands, but with Connect it's all decentralized. So I think this is just crazy flies here in Cyprus. This is just the beginning. 90 days ago, when I was in Miami, where the Jim, you saw the interview with him, he was talking about this AI Blockbot, and now in some hours it will go live. So that's amazing, and I think it's just the beginning. Yeah, send it to people that you want to give value to. Send it to people that are into crypto and people who are not into crypto, because everybody are using AI today. So it's better to use this one instead of having some of the bigger names, the bigger companies. So yeah, I'm so excited. See you in the next one. Ciao.